Hey, what's up? What's up, everybody? Thank you, Kring Kring, Great Tool TV, VNMs. Thank you. Let me turn on the camera. I don't like showing my face, y'all. But I'll show y'all. This is Swoop. It ain't Saturday. It ain't Saturday. See? Subscribe to Swoop like me. That's a little QR code. Not gonna let anybody get that close to me. What's up, VNMs? Hey, badass 93 stain. That reminds me, I gotta look up the Chevy. I gotta see if you mentioned me. I had some difficulties. What's up, trending? RPP team, country boy. We're gonna be reading chapter 6, appropriate action. I was on the phone with Xfinity regarding my internet. Oh, what's up, Great 2? Hey, Wellness with Frugal Mama. I'm so sorry I'm late, y'all. Let me see. Let me get a wrench. It still says you don't have a wrench. Hold on. Yeah, it says you have a wrench. All right, everybody, please type Buddha, get to know one another, and connect. Marianne, thank you. Christine Wright Patrick, thank you. Rezel, thank you. Appropriate action. We are now at the third stage of establishing a foundation for healing our relationship with ourselves. In this phase, we fuse with our innermost self, and we accomplish this by taking appropriate action on our behalf. In everyday life, this fusion manifests as an unshakable commitment to staying with ourselves. We no longer have the impulse to self abandon, to escape inner pain, or to seek the approval of others under any circumstances. This naturally follows the progression from self awareness to the practice of unconditional self love, which activates inner alignment. Delson, hey, what's up? Oh, badass, my bad. You don't have a wrenchy. My bad. Wait. It's great. Meow meow. What's up, meow meows? Sorry, everybody. I just woke up and was on the phone with Studio Bass. Don't have Wrenchy. All right, hold up. I don't know what's up with YouTube. I thought I gave y'all Wrenchies. Wrenchy. Wrenchy talong. That looks like an eggplant. Talong. Talong. It sounds like a tongue. All right. If you have been doing the work so far described for this personal healing process, you are already more capable of self acceptance than you were before you begun. You are more comfortable in your own skin, you have greater peace of mind, and a sense of sanctuary within yourself. The unconditional self love practice, of course, when applied consistently and persistently, has produced a state of harmony, trust, and. There's one open. Give me a moment, y'all. Let's see. A state of harmony, trust, and confidence. I was thinking it would say love and confidence. I have taught this practice to many people who found it a profound relief to at last discover a method that enables them to be on their own side in life. There is usually a honeymoon period with this practice, and it is to be fully enjoyed. You are entitled. Hey, Brian! At 1SP, official 1SP, what's up? NVA. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Excuse me one moment. Let me stop the book. Let me give you guys wrench. Okay, here's Brian. Let me give you a wrench. The chat moves and then it knocks me off from giving you a wrench. Alright. There we go. No interruptions. Alright. Honeymoon period with this practice, and it is to be fully enjoyed. You are entitled to appreciate who you are in this life, and this exercise is a key to that experience. After a while, however, you may find the practice incomplete or have a feeling that something is missing or there is more to be done. And in this, you are absolutely correct. The of course practice is the inner aspect of a whole that also includes the outer aspect. Remember to achieve complete and effective spiritual healing. The two aspects of ourselves, inner and outer, must be traveling companions. So now, through appropriate action, we consider the outer aspect of our healing. Living and healing in the world. Ours is a physical plane of existence, and for any changes to be permanent on this plane, it must manifest in the ordinary. Give me one moment. Hey, eyes love to talk. Hey, third vision. Thank you all for coming. I truly appreciate it. I love to talk. I gave you a wrenchy. Please type Buddha and feel free to connect with everybody. Manifest in the ordinary and everyday life. We see in the Akashic Records, this is what I'm reading. We see in the Akashic Records that we are on an odyssey of the soul through human experience and in space and time. Our purpose, you'll recall, is to come to know the perfection of our soul, of everyone else's souls, and of all of life. While here in the physical realm, it is quite simple to recognize the essential perfection of all when we are free of our bodies and liberated from the concerns of living in the world when we are engaging as spirits. There are simply no obstructions to our awareness of truth while in this state. Our challenge and our opportunity is to know this truth while fully encased in physical bodies and saddled with earthly responsibilities such as mortgages, mates, and children. This is our mission to realize. Hey, Jamia! Hey, Sita! Please type Buddha to drop your link. Thank you everyone for coming. I truly appreciate it. Our challenge and our opportunity is to know this truth while fully encased in physical bodies and saddled with earthly responsibilities such as mortgages, mates, and children. This is our mission to realize our healing at the fullest potential. We must manifest it as living beings on the planet. We accomplish this through action. And so we must build a bridge from our inner experience of unconditional self love to its expression and action. And then we must journey across it. There is a transition zone within us that support us as we move from one realm of the fully dimensional sphere of healing to another. It may be helpful to think of this inner bridge as a protective zone. as a protective zone through which you can travel from the depths of our innermost self out into the world. The protective nature of this terrain enables you to maintain a distinct sense of self acceptance as you initiate the process of appropriate action. Uh, Everybody, please type Buddha to drop your link. Upo. Upo. We only have 2 videos. Anoit! Anoit, how have you been? Good morning. Good morning to everyone. I hope all of you are having a blessed, beautiful day and staying safe out there. If you want to drop your link, if you have an upcoming premiere, just type Buddha and it drops it, upcoming premiere. Then we got Great Tool TV 1, the 29th of May. We in July. So please do go click that. Okay. Initiate the highest appropriate action. As you begin to take action, expressing your highest awareness of truth in the moment, your inner energetic pattern shifts from the alignment achieved through self acceptance to fusion, my matcha, excuse me, to fusion the state of irrigation among all dimensions of yourself. Your growing awareness of this fusion, this meddling and blending into yourself as a whole being, serves to fortify that process. In order to hold steady in our truth, we have to move into ourselves, synthesize with ourselves, and then express in the outer world and deeper inner relationship we enjoy. One of the important understandings we encounter through the Akashic Records is that human condition, excuse me one moment, human condition on earth is a reflection of our inner consciousness. That is true. This means that our lives, both in grand sweep of them and their seemingly insignificant details, are direct expressions of our consciousness. If we approve of ourselves and our circumstances, this is good news. If we have contempt or disdain for both, this is not such good news. Either way, we will come to terms again and again with this notation that the inner is made manifest in the outer. This is why appropriate action is critical to the journey of personal healing. It is the way we transmit our intimate perceptions of ourselves, others, and life itself into physical form. As we act upon what we know to be true inside us, our lives change shape to reflect that inner truth. The earth plane is one of manifestation, action, and realization. We are here to bear witness to our interior reality in physical form. This is our individual demonstration of the idea that all of life is imbued with divine essence. One of our most significant tasks is to recognize that we, along with everyone else, are divine in nature. As we act upon this recognition, we see the stuff of our lives rearranging to represent our understanding. Once we have made a solid connection with ourselves, one based in unconditional self love and self respect, we are then prepared to take action. This is an essential step, both personal and spiritually. Our spiritual life is not just a daydream, it is to be lived. It is the power of spirit that calls us off the couch, out into life, even if we are not quite certain how to act or what exactly we will do. Once we become willing and make a commitment to act, the how and the what to do is revealed. Just as there is a realm within you that contains an infinite reservoir of unconditional self love and acceptance, there is also a dimension dominated by the energies of self protection, self provision, and self advocacy. There is an aspect that always says, "Oh, yes, I'll help you. I may not know exactly how or what to do, but yes, I will find a way to help you." This is the part within that recognizes that it is not enough to sit around loving and comforting yourself. This facet of your being knows the power and value of taking action on your behalf, on your own behalf. We all have this knowledge somewhere within us. It it may have been buried or silenced, but it is there. But it is there. Our great opportunity now is to use the Akashic Records to learn to locate this realm, access its energy, and harness this force of our own good. We want to be just Judas and wise when using our inner forces. That is why we call this stage appropriate action. This is a process of discerning our impulses, deciphering our desires, and directing our energy into those actions that best express our inner truth and support our soul's purpose. Abdul, I'm coming. Here's Reggie. Hey, Carol, what's up? How have you been, Carol? How have you been? The Jamia. Carol came in the house. Carol's in the house. Everybody greet Carol. That's Carol the miniature. She's funny. No, I still haven't tried them Polish sausages. I don't eat sausages. Okay. A world about inappropriate action. A word about inappropriate action. It is helpful to identify the consequences of woundedness. In this area of our being, the wounds of inappropriate action, perhaps, for example, you have difficulty providing for yourself consistently. Sometimes you are adept at making a living and handling the details of a human existence. At other times, you just cannot get it together enough to establish and maintain supportive resources such as health insurance, car maintenance, or even basic housekeeping. You may be uneven in your ability to advocate yourself to speak up on your own behalf for any number of reasons. You may be unaware that speaking up isn't even an option, or you might be terrified of verbalizing your needs. This type of wounding may show up as an inability to pursue your life dreams, which may seem to you to be absolutely impossible to achieve. You may have exaggerated fears about venturing out into the world, or a simple reluctance to be a regular person, living life, having some success and some failures, being witness to both wounds of inappropriate action. Painfully, when a person enjoys a rich inner life of grand visions, which never come to fruition, because she is unable to walk out the front door, many sees listening to themselves because the prospect of another letdown is too much to bear. The spiritual practice. The spiritual practice of appropriate action. Listen up, Carol. The spiritual practice of appropriate action. There is a practice, a protocol of thinking and behavior that can help you out of such tangles. Much like the of course practice, it is designed to be used consistently and deliberately. Actually, doing it will make a world of a difference. Here's how it works. Begin in what has now become familiar territory. When facing a challenge, take a moment to notice. Oh shit! Excuse me a moment. That's Xfinity, my internet. Hold on. These people tripping. I'm sorry about that, you guys. That was Xfinity. I thought they were actually calling to tell me that my appointment that they're coming because my internet drops and comes up ever since I switched to their modem and router. They swear the modem and router is better than mine's, but it's not. Alright, so I lost where I was. I apologize. Thank you, trending. I don't know, something like that. Hold on. Where did she start dropping these? Alright. Alright, so the spiritual practice of appropriate action. I'm just gonna reread it because I was distracted by this lady. There is a practice, a protocol of thinking and behavior that can help you out of such tangles. Much like the of course practice, it is designed to be used consistently and deliberately. Actually, doing it will make a world of a difference. Here's how it works. Begin in what has now become familiar territory. When facing a challenge, take a moment to notice you are responding. Then, no matter what that response may be, extend unconditional love and respect to yourself as you have learned by saying, of course, this will help calm you. Once you have settled down in this way, you can take the next step. Reach deep within into interior realm where the mastery of protecting, providing for and advocating for yourself resides. For this For this place, take a few minutes to connect with the profound compassion rooted here. Listen to your inner cries for assistance and support, your critical needs, your secret desires, and the natural loving response of the willing inner self as it emerges with these words: I will help you. I may not know how, but I will find a way. I am here. The willingness to take action is all that is required. You do not need clarity about what you will do, only that you will do whatever it takes to care for your very own self and the external world. So, it is a two-step activity. First, by practicing, of course, you allow yourself a measure of excuse me. You allow yourself a measure of serenity. Then take a second to locate within yourself that courageous, compassionate, active response. Once you're there, however faint your perception or it may be in the beginning, listen for I will help you. I am here. We will find a way. This is the key to appropriate action. When you when you know you are supported, you can find the courage to act. Do not attach yourself to a particular outcome that will obscure your next best step. Not demanding a specific result requires trust, and so we see that willingness and trust are both essential to a successful practice. You do not need to propose a tremendous amount of either, just enough to move you to your next step. If either willingness or trust seems harder to muster, do not use this as an excuse to postpone this protocol. All you need is a smidgen more willingness and a bit more trust than you had the day before. Marshal them together so you can take the next step now, today, in the present. You will discover that this is much like trusting that your next breath will bring significant oxygen to your body. You don't need all the air in the world, just enough to nourish you in this moment. You need summon only enough trust and willingness to put our foot in the front of the outer and act. The question then arises, where do you place your trust? It might not be useful to place it in yourself at this point, especially if you have a history of disappointing yourself. Place your trust in your power and a power greater than yourself. Interestingly, this does not have to be a higher power. Gravity or electricity might work just fine because these are energies upon which you can rely have already earned your trust. or consider placing your trust in the power that causes seeds to sprout with life. Keep the planets in their orbits and keeps your vital organs on task. It is necessary in this practice to get into a serious philosophical discourse about the divine. Just take a look around and notice what you count on without concern. It is impossible to surrender into a complete unknown, and some find it hard to let go because they are burdened by a childhood of a scary God. But it is very possible to let go of something you trust. The dependable cycles of the moon and the tides can be enough to help you to relax into the idea that there is power for good at in this life and you can trust it without a second thought. To grow beyond where we are now, we must let go of where we have been, as the records assist us infusing inner acceptance with appropriate action. Our inner wisdom offers great insight, counsel, and direction. This is the path of incremental growth and healing. It is safe, respectful, and real, and in and and you can interrogate it into your everyday life as you listen to the desires of your own heart and take action to the best of your ability. You will find your path. It will be yours alone, a perfect fit, and it will make sense to you as it nurtures and sustains. It will encourage and uplift as you act upon what you know to be true. It will take you to the highest good. Believe me, I have seen it again and again. It is easier than you ever dreamed possible. Judge not. Remember, judge not. This is the next chapter. Remember, judge not to accelerate our ability to take appropriate action on our own behalf. We must be free from negative judgments about ourselves and others. If we negatively judge the way in which others, let me see, in which uh, if we negatively judge the way in which others advocate for, protect, or provide for themselves, we will be prevented from developing those same qualities within ourselves. For example, if we have the notation that wealthy people are arrogant, dishonest, or slaves to their money, we may deny ourselves the opportunity to have all the money we need. We will never let ourselves do something we deem harmful, dangerous, or wrong. This is why it is critical that we learn to let go of judgments so we can grow in our preferred direction. It can be challenging to suspend long held preconceptions, observe how others do things, and seek out the good and the right in their actions. But it is essential as we begin to accept the way others go about the business of living, even if we do not understand why they do what they do. We will become free to explore our own options and exceed at this business. Let me see. This is Meow Meow. Okay, let me put y'all as a wrenchy. Okay, meow meows. Give y'all a wrenchy. Give me one moment, you guys. They be making new accounts. But I appreciate it very much because Mega Meow Meow support, support, support. And some are live right now, so they use their ninjas to support. I appreciate that. I hope I got all of you. Antoinette, did I get you? Yeah, I got you. Okay, add as a moderator. Okay. Okra, add as a moderator. Celine. No, okay, I got the rest. Moderators. Alright, it shows all of you are moderators. Thank you everyone for staying. I truly, truly appreciate it. I know Soup is live right now, and I know I was late, so I'm just gonna read a little bit of this because I gotta go support my Soup. Alright, to accept the ways of others, go about the business of living. Just go about your business of living. Don't worry about other people. Okay, because when you worry about other people, you're attracting their energy into your aura, your life force. If you are fully aligned, you're going to imbalance your chakras by bringing in their issues, their problems. Don't. Because not a lot of people can handle it. Alright, so I'm just saying, don't. Until you learn. Okay, Celestia. I see you, I see you, I see you. That is a moderator. There you go, Renchi. If you want to drop a link, type Buddha, Buddha, pinned above is Great Tool X. Please go to his premiere. I think it's a premiere coming up. To accept the ways of others, go about the business of living, even if we do not understand why they do what they do. We will become free to explore our own options and succeed at this business of appropriate action. Accepting the validity of the ways of others' function gives us inner space free from criticism in which to grow. If we can perceive others' actions on their own behalf as good, positive, admirable, or respectable, then we can allow ourselves to act in a similar vein. Now you have a sense of how appropriate action works. The protocol of I am here, we will find a way, frees you to move on your own behalf in the world. And and this allows you to move in a closer concert within your innermost self, where you find the riches of intimacy, love, and respect. As you act, what am my phone vibrate? Xfinity. Lord. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Now you have a sense of how appropriate action works. The protocol of I am. Throw it on my phone. I am here. We will find a way. Frees you to move on your own behalf in the world. And this allows you to move closer concert with your innermost self, which you find the reaches of intimacy, love, and respect. As you act, your energy level increases. Okay, so it's like it increases, all of it's aligned, and your energy is going up to God. You're staying in tune. Hey, Maria, Maria, TW popping. I gave you a wrench before. I don't know why they take it away. YouTube did a whole bunch of updates and it takes it away. Hey, wrenchy. Okay, so basically it will bring you self-awareness. It will help you find the riches of intimacy, love, and respect. As you act, your energy level increases, and you develop greater clarity and a better sense of direction. The more you accept about yourself, the inner and outer you, the more satisfaction you derive from being you. So trust me, I already went through this, so I should know. I let go. There's nothing I could do. My brother has his point, his choice. We all have choices in life, and some make the wrong, some make the right. And unfortunately, he made the wrong, and I can't save him. He can only save himself. So all I could do is pray for him. So the power, thank you, Tracy. The power of movement. Thank you, Maria. Maria, Maria. The power of movement. Deep within, at the level of our innermost self, we are always healthy, whole, and complete. Our work in this system of personal healing is about clearing away obstructions to this awareness so that we recognize that we can. Wait, let me see. Obstructions to this awareness so that we can recognize this core truth. The developed patterns of inadequate self protection, provision, and advocacy exist in a layer hovering like a cloud over our core. They are not central to our being. As we engage in the spiritual healing practices described here, the Akashic light and the winds of truth blow away fogginess, distortions, and inimitous perceptions so we can see and know the essential truth of our goodness. As we expand self love, understanding, and compassion, we become these qualities in the world. And as we adjust to appropriate action on our own behalf, protecting, providing, and advocating for ourselves are extremely, let me see, protecting for ourselves, we increasingly hold a place for such action in our lives. What we do for ourselves, we become in our lives, and our presence becomes our force for good for everyone. As we take action to make real the deepest dreams and desires of our hearts, everything that is necessary to manifest them is made available to us. Doors open, people arrive, assistance comes our way. Through we have begun. Without knowing exactly what action to take, specific steps are revealed and support comes all according to our need. Along the way, fears and any other emotional conditions that have been thwarting our progress dissolve through the dissolve. They cannot fall away. Before we take action, it is movement itself that pierces our shield of clarified emotions. As we begin to act, a bit at a time, the shield collapses, and who we have always been underneath our innermost emerges. On the road to a successful and satisfying career, we try a few different jobs and occupations. The process evolves a series of actions, making calls, meeting with prospective employers, putting together resumes, and working at a various positions are all appropriate actions. one thing leads to another, propelling us through not knowing and confusion into right livelihood. Sitting home contemplating is only half the equation. Appropriate action helps us realize our dreams. To review in this chapter, we have examined the outer aspect of the healing equation, appropriate action as a spiritual practice that corresponds in the inner aspect of unconditional self-love. Give me a moment. Let me start pinning these. Yes, this is healing through the Akashic Records, TWP Popcorn, and I have how to read the Akashic Records and a playlist. Let me see. This Nightbot trending. Where did she start dropping links? Okay. Appropriate action as a spiritual practice that corresponds to the inner aspect of unconditional self love. Most significant here is that we always have within us a dimension dominated by compassionate self protection, advocacy, and support. You now have an exercise, a spiritual practice. I will help you. I am here. We will find a way that takes you to this dimension, empowers appropriate action, and ultimately leads to awareness of the divine reality. Remember your end goal, to explore your personal wounds as a point of power in your relationship with yourself. When we move toward this, when we move toward these wounds and work with them, you uncover errors, your perception of self and your behavior, inevitably, and also find the beauty, truth, and perfection of your essence that has been there all along, patiently awaiting your awareness of self, unconditional self love, and appropriate action. Akashic Records. When you're ready to do this, I will read the Akashic's prayer. Okay, when you're ready to do this, be in a quiet, still area. Okay, quiet, still area. And I'm gonna close the window because it's hot as outside. Okay, I'm a AC baby. I can't be in this heat. Hold on. So basically, what you want to do is go in a quiet area, clear your mind, and think about yourself. Think about, okay, I've been through all this, I've been through all of that. I let it go and I give it to God. That is the best thing you could do. You can let it go and give it to God, and you basically say this. Open your records. Okay. Ask your masters, teachers, and loved ones to help you locate the rhythm within where you are a master of appropriate action, specifically actions involving protecting yourself, advocating for yourself, and providing for yourself. Let yourself experience this part of your innermost self. When you're done, close your records. Open your records. Ask your masters, teachers, and loved ones to bring attention to those you have known in this lifetime who are masters of these qualities: appropriate action expressed in self-protection, self-advocacy, and self-provision. Take a moment to appreciate these qualities in them. Ask to be shown what they know about themselves and life that enables them to operate in this way. Close your records. I got teared out there because that reminded me of my father. He's the type of person where if he's driving on I-95, he sees you broke down, he'll ask my mom, "Can I stop, please?" And he'll stop, but he'll get her permission first because she's in the car, and then he'll go help them and everything. Yeah, he was a very helpful guy. So that's why it's telling you to realign your chakras, take appropriate action in what you would do. You know, what would Jesus do? Jesus would help. So what's taking a couple moments of your time to pull over to the side, get out of the car, and hey, it may be a loose terminal on the battery. That person don't even know nothing about a car. That's happened many times when I pulled over people. Their terminal was loose and they didn't know it. And then they got back on the road. Okay, then you close your records, then you open your records, and you put, let's review our healing protocol. Take a moment to settle into your records. Let yourself become aware of an area within that is very painful for you. It can be physical, emotional, or mental. Take this opportunity to hear and listen to your own cries for help. Hear yourself as you clamor for your own attention. Notice how this distress affects you. Notice whether you want to shush yourself or push yourself away. Notice how you react to your own distress. See what your knee-jerk reaction is to your own needs. Close your records. When you do this, my advice to you is very strongly, if you can move your fingers, you will shift your consciousness and you will get out of it. And you just say, close your records. Okay? If it becomes too much, because you are going into your painful memories, physical or mental and emotional, the very, very, very painful memory. So before you do that, be sure, if anything, just say, I let go, I give it to God, I let go, I give it to God. And before you do this, there's a protection prayer, okay? I will post it on my community. Hey Georgia girl, the protection prayer is, I have taped on my wall. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. The mind of God guides me. The life of God flows through me. The laws of God direct me. The power of God abides within me. The joy of God uplifts me. The strength of God renews me. The beauty of God inspires me. Wherever God is, I am. Wherever I am, God is. That's what it is. Wherever I am, God is. Okay. And then there's another one that I say, but it's for my Qigong practice. Um, y'all will hear it one day. Because the camera doesn't capture good. I tried it outside and my friend was screen recording me. So it does work, but it didn't capture none of the words I was saying. I guess because they were on the phone. So yeah, just Then we go to close your records, open your records. Let's review our healing protocol. Take a moment to settle in your records. Let yourself become aware of an area within that is very painful for you. It can be physical or emotional or mental. Take this opportunity to hear or listen to your own cries for help. Hear yourself as a clamor for your own attention. Notice how this distress affects you. Notice whether you want to shush yourself or push yourself away. Notice how you react to your own distress. See what your knee jerk reaction is to your own needs. Close your records. Open your records. This is a time as you hear your inner cry. Try saying simply, "Oh, it's you." Yes, I hear you. Ask yourself, ask yourself what Ask yourself what the trouble is. Find out what is going on. Listen to your own side of the story. Search for the problem. If you need be, ask your masters, teachers, and loved ones for assistance, especially if you are becoming impatient or annoyed with yourself. Say to the part of you that is in distress, of course you feel that way. Of course you are upset. Of course it hurts. Of course you did what you did. Of course you didn't do what you didn't do. These things happen. It's okay. No matter what is going on with you, this is your opportunity to make yourself right. Of course, it is an experience. It is your experience. You can have whatever experience you are having. As you validate yourself, the integrated energy of the stress will drain away and you will become calmer. As you sit with yourself, you may be able to detect that there is a movement, a shift, in which you move toward yourself. Welcome this. You are actually moving into alignment with who you really are, your innermost self. This is your natural state of alignment with yourself. Hey, Josie girl. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hmm? Let me go. Who's pen? Let me see. Jamie. With your inner self. That's good. Now, whether you are ready, you can tell your innermost self that you will be happy to help. Even if you do not know exactly what you will do, it is all right. Say to yourself, "Oh, I will help. We will find a way. We will figure this out for you. I will help you. I will do what I can to help. I will do my very best for you." You may experience some relief at this point or even a surge of energy. What is happening is that you are in the process of fusing with your inner self. Now trust the next best step will be known to you, and of course it will. Close your records, open your records, bring to mind, bring to mind a difficult situation you are currently facing. Ask your masters, teachers, and loved ones to show or give you a sense of how it would be different. If you took appropriate action, ask them to help you to know what appropriate action would be in this particular situation. Ask them to help you. Get in touch with your inner reserve of mastery in this area. When you are connected to it, take a look at your difficulty, see what action you can take that will begin to move you out of distress and into fusion with your innermost self. Close your records. Then we have chapter 7. And it is 12:08, chapter 7. We shall read tomorrow. I have Comcast coming. I will tell you right now. Where after my phone. I have Comcast coming between they change it 10 between 10 and noon. So if anything, as soon as they come and they figure this out and fix this, because my internet keeps dropping in and out, I will go ahead and leave it like that. But let me scroll up. Is anybody going live? Is anybody going premieres? I know like Instagram, my Swoop. I know Swoop live. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop and we gonna transfer over because there's only one person there. So please transfer it to Swoop. Say Buddha Ray, Buddha Ray, Buddha Love, Buddha Love. I don't like saying raid because I don't know. So many people say that. I don't like saying Buddha. Yeah. Say Buddha Love, Buddha Love, Buddha Love. Hey, Miss Key, what's up? What's up, Miss Key? What's up, Miss Key? Namaste. And I will close this out with saying my Qigong prayer. It is infinite living mind behind creation, the all eternally. We ask for your miracle today in our physical body, emotion. We ask for your forgiveness today in our physical body, emotional heart, and eternal mind. May you bless our breath and expand our vision to see the highest truth. May you lead us from danger and guide us in these challenging times. Amen. May you all have a very beautiful, blessed day, and may everyone please transfer over to Swoop. I'm gonna go ahead and pin her and take care, everybody. I'll see y'all tomorrow, and I will schedule it at 12:30. But I may come on earlier just in case Comcast finishes. All right, namaste.